Numatsu was the Tokaido's 12th post town. Even today, that might well be its principal claim to fame. A city of well over 200,000, it doesn't merit a line in most guidebooks. Even its own tourist office seems hard-pressed to promote it, suggesting the station and the public library, along with the supposedly scenic riverfront, as sightseeing possibilities. So I head out on my own, curious to find out whether anything remains from Hiroshige's time. At first glance, the pickings seem small. Numatsu looks like many a Japanese town of similar size and goes through the same morning routine. Buses come and go, dropping off commuters heading to work out of town and taking their rivals to their jobs in the city. As elsewhere in Japan, this morning ritual of comings and goings reveals that this remains a very homogeneous society. The number of foreign workers is reportedly growing, but that can hardly be noticed here. Just about anywhere people are at work, they appear to be mostly, if not exclusively, Japanese. My morning walk brings me to Numatsu's port, which is dominated by this towering structure. Masatoshi Yokoyama explains.
日本は地震国で、地震が発生した時に津波を避けるためにこの水門を作りました。地震が発生しますと、震度6というふうな大きな地震が発生しますとですね、そうすると自動的にこの水門の機械室でキャッチしまして、そしてこの水門が自動的に降りると、そういう仕組みになっております。水門のいわゆる市街地に対して、周辺、5000ヘクタール、それから9000人の人たちの財産と生命を守ると、それからここ港ですからお客さんも大変観光客大勢見えます。そういう人たちが守ることもできると、こういうことで、市民は大変安心をしております。
Numatsu's citizens may look reassured, but not necessarily as a result of this structure.
それいいけんね、あれできていいけど、いいだけど、この両脇がさ、あれじゃあ津波が来るとザーッとかぶっちゃうじゃん。もちろん向こう行っちゃうよね。両脇がほらもっと高くなってりゃいいけんね、あれ塀が。だからああいうほら燃料タンクがあるでしょ。津波なんか来た時にさ、あれやられる恐れ十分あるわけでしょ。津波が来ればこうダーダーって来るから、あれ水門下ろしちゃうからいいんだけど、両脇から水が入っちゃう、来ちゃうわけじゃん、どんどんって。
I am no expert on any of this, but looking at the setting, I suspect this man has a point. But hopefully, the sea will remain kind to Numatsu. Besides, the city obtained a very nice, if expensive, viewing platform in the process. Looking at the city from this vantage point, I suspect I won't find much of Hiroshige in today's Numatsu. He shows the village under a full moon. 3 people hurrying towards the town along the river are hoping to find some lodging. One of them has a mask on his back, an indication they went on a pilgrimage to the island of Shikoku. The Tokaido ran through a large pine forest near Numatsu, some of which can be seen in the distance. I'm not expecting a great deal of that forest to remain, but this city proves me wrong. There still is a considerable stretch of it, providing a terrific respite from the noise and traffic on Route 1. Hara was the Tokaido's 13th post town. Hiroshige shows 2 women and a porter. He carries their luggage, but also provides protection. It simply wasn't very safe for women to travel by themselves at that time. This area was considered to have the best view of Mount Fuji, something which Hiroshige conveys by allowing the mountain to break through the frame. It makes for a terrific image, but I'm not so lucky when I arrive. Fuji is nowhere to be seen. This is the Old Tokaido, but it doesn't look particularly busy or inviting. Hara used to be much livelier than this, but once the railroad reached town, travelers no longer halted here. I decide to follow their example and take a local Tokaido train to the next post station of Yoshiwara. My first impression of Yoshiwara is a mixed one. I didn't expect so much industry here. Hiroshige titled his print of this place Hidari Fuji, or Fuji on the left. Since there is still no Fuji to be seen either left or right, I decide to take a taxi. It turns out to be a good choice, because Toshikazu Kurita is an excellent guide.
昔ですね、江戸と今の東京が江戸と言ってた時にですね、江戸から京都へ登る時に今この辺まだ右側に見えるですね、この辺から富士が左側に見えるんですよ、この付近だけ。そこから左富士っていう名前に出てきたです。道の両側松が植わってたみたいですね。昔の絵を見ると、これはそうですね。この松の名残ですね。
This is the Old Tokaido, but aside from a single pine tree, everything appears gone. It doesn't bode well for Hiroshige's site. Of course, given the overcast, we won't be seeing much of Fuji anyway, but I'm still hoping that there will be something else to confirm his vantage point. The road still follows the exact path of the Old Tokaido, curving left and right as it once did around swamps and rice fields. But as we pass one factory after another, I begin to quietly shelve my expectations. Kurita-san is reading my mind.
もう全然違うですよね。昔の面影ないですけど。
When we finally arrive, I'm glad to see another pine survived. Without it, there's no way I would have been able to spot this place on my own. Aside from the tree, there's a marker and a reproduction of Hiroshige's print. It shows the Tokaido lined with trees, making a detour through a marshy area. In the center is a horse carrying 3 children, one of whom is looking left towards Mount Fuji, hence the title of the print. Just a bit further, the Tokaido turns left again, putting Fuji back in its proper place, but for one brief moment, it appeared on the left side of the road, giving this place its name, which, I'm afraid, is all it has left. As evening falls, I wander through the area. Mount Fuji supplies enormous amounts of water, which attracted a lot of industry to this area. And that explains the many smokestacks, one for every day of the year, as the locals say. There are several huge paper mills in the area, which work around the clock to supply a country that consumes enormous quantities of paper. To do so, they import entire forests worth of pulp. As I watch these strange machines in action, I'm reminded of what the Shinto priest told me just one day ago about the need to respect and treasure nature. I was impressed when I heard him say it. But here in Yoshiwara, just as anywhere else, big industry lives by a different set of priorities.